Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The D-Day is here when the Election Petition Tribunal is starting nationwide. But most people are giving more interest in the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, and the normal inaugural session had been held, and I want to give you full details of it. Actually, the inaugural session is what the lawyers call it legal ritual that precedes the actual hearing of a petition, and it has already taken place. I'm going to give you full details of that in a jiffy. Afterwards, we're going to be talking about other issues as they are coming up. Now, during that session, a 5-member panel of justices of the Court of Appeal that will hear and determine all the 5 petitions challenging the declaration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC as winner of the presidential elections were revealed. Whereas the panel will be headed by the presiding Justice PJ of the Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal, Justice Haruna Saimani. Other members of the panel are Justice Stephen Ada Asaba Division, that's PG Asaba Division, Justice Monsura Bolaji Yusuf Asaba Division, Justice Bolu Okuromo Ugo Kano Division, as well as Justice Abba Mohammed Ibadan Division. In his opening remarks, the presiding Justice Samani urged lawyers representing all the petitioners to avoid sensational comments, stressing that the court will not tolerate time-wasting tactics and technicalities. That's quite interesting. He said in his word, and I quote, he said, "As we commence hearing of the petition, let us avoid making sensational comments. Let us consider the safety and interest of the country that is paramount. We should avoid unnecessary time-wasting applications of objections so that we can look at substance of the case rather than unnecessary technicality. Let us cooperate with each other so that everyone will be satisfied that justice has been done." Responding, lead counsel to the president-elect Chief Wole Olunipekon, senior advocate of Nigeria, assured the court of the maximum cooperation of his team, saying there was need for the matter to be determined without recourse to unnecessary technicality. Likewise, head of the team of lawyers representing the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, Chief Chris Uche, senior advocate of Nigeria, said they would do everything possible to assist the court to do justice. On his part, Dr. Levi Uzoku, senior advocate of Nigeria, who is representing the Labour Party and its candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, noted that the petitions were of great public interest, saying, "At the end of the day, I am very confident that the petition will impact on Nigerian jurisprudence and constitutionalism." According to him, he said, "We will do everything possible to assist your lordship." Likewise, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), through its lawyer, Mr. A.B. Mahmood, senior advocate of Nigeria, expressed confidence of the electoral body on the ability of the court to do justice on all the petitions before it. According to him, he said, "My lord, we are confident that at the end of the day, justice will be done." Meanwhile, the court said it would only conduct pre-hearing session on 3 of the petition, while the remaining 2 petitions will be heard on Tuesday. The 3 petitions the court said it would hear were the ones of the Action Alliance AA filed against INEC, that of the All People's Party APP, as well as the petition by Obi and Labour Party, while the remaining petitions are the one filed by the Allied People's Movement APM and Atiku of the People Democratic Party. Wow, quite interesting. But I think the thing that really caught me there was the fact that it is not important to bring up unnecessary objection, because most Nigerians are worried, considering the timeline between now and the 29th, when the president-elect will be sworn into office. That's really the crux of the issue. So Nigerians are bordering on, can it be done in this language sharpenly? Can it be done sharpenly? Because already we know that some of these things are very glaring and it's clearly spelled out in the law. I know that if it has to do with INEC bringing out documents that has to do with, fast tracking this whole thing, that's talking about the results and all of that. If they are unable to upload everything on the iRev, how then would they be able to produce the hard copies? That one will be a little bit difficult. But there are other pending issues that if leveraged on and rightly handled, it can give victory to the person of Peter Obi and other people who are craving for the cancellation and also who are craving to reclaim back their mandate. Interestingly, all the parties who are legal parties who are going to be lead councils are already on seat, ready to do justice to it. Nigerians are waiting eagerly. I can tell you that all eyes right now is no other place except on what is happening at the presidential election petition tribunal going on right now in Abuja. And we'll keep you fully posted because already I know that Nigerians are earnestly desiring to know what is happening. The inaugural session is over, and then they have spelled out what they're looking out for. Now, the big question is what is about to be presented by all these political parties who are pushing, for this election to be, cancelled. Some say it should be cancelled, some say it shouldn't be cancelled, some say these are some of the things that they notice, the processes were not perfect and all of that. What are their expectations? For me, and for so many Nigerians, target is actually Peter Obi. Nigerians are waiting to see him reclaim back his mandate. But the big question is, is it going to be that possible? I won't want to castigate the list of justices that I saw fire out there, because when I looked at it, I noticed that there were some section of Nigeria that was not there among the five. I felt that it will be equal representation. But then let us try to trust the justices of the appeal court that they will do what is expected of them, because I believe that they know how important this case is to all Nigerians. And if there's anything we want to see, we want to at one point sit back and say we have gotten back our judiciary. We can boldly say judiciary is the hope of the common man. That's what Nigerians are earnestly desiring to see. That's what Nigerians are hoping to see at the end of the day. We want a situation whereby we turn back and say this was what we have been expecting, and here it is. It's playing out the way we wanted it. Let's just look at some of the reactions of Nigerians over that inaugural session. Someone here says, what we want is for Peter Obi to reclaim back his mandate. That is overly important to us. Another person here says, the composition of the justices is one thing that troubles my mind. I trust that they will do what is right. Everyone is hopeful that they will do what is right because they know that this is not just a case of two people. This is a case of the entirety of the country. Nigerians are looking seriously at what is going on, and they are hoping that everything will end up successful as expected. And someone here says, this issue is of utmost importance to me. It will decide whether I stay in this country or I leave. My brother, some of us don't even have another country to go to. We have to still stay in this country, and that's why we must pray and also monitor to see that things are done the right way. Another person here says, this is the most interesting part of this whole thing, but I am troubled that the situation is not getting better, especially when it has to do with election. Another person says, presidential candidate of the Labour Party just arrived at the court a few minutes ago as the court hearing process commenced. Let me just leave you guys here so that we can keep feeding you with more info as